We'll try to do this exercise now. Some of you have done homework.
Yes.
This exercise. Yeah. Yeah, that's very good. So you are already prepared for that. So what we'll do is, to do this exercise and draw some conclusions for yourself, you have to do the exercise yourself. You can't ask the neighbor, what are my desires? Or you can't read from book and say, okay, let me find out what are my desires. You have to do it from yourself. So that is important. What we will do on the board, we will take few of the desires that you can share in public. You may not want to share everything. So whatever, a few things that you can share, we'll put it on the board. The important thing is to draw some conclusion from this, so that you can do this exercise authentically for yourself. That will bring out the conclusions which are real for you. This conclusion will be real for the set of people that give this desire. It's sort of mixture of desires from different people. But the important thing is to come to those conclusions and then to be able to see what is the process and how we can do it for ourselves. And later on we can also see, if we do this along with our family, it will be very revealing. We'll find out. So let us try to do this. So take a few minutes to jot down your desires. Those of you who have done the homework, they are already ready. So take a couple of minutes, write down your desires, thoughts and expectations, and then we'll put them, few of them on the board and draw the conclusion. Yeah. So, if you want to share, I'll keep writing maybe 10, 15 desires, 20 desires on the board. Then we'll do the analysis. So, anybody would like to share, start jotting down your desires.
To live in human consciousness. Why desires?
Yeah.
But before I listed the desires, desires can be millions. But I would like to know myself what are the genie desires I have. So I just picked up those.
Yeah.
So that genie is for me. So just say,
Yeah.
one was work for charity.
Yeah.
Have happiness in the family. Want to have a house.
Happiness in the family.
Yeah. And you said to live with human consciousness.
with some consciousness.
Change job.
Change.
Yeah.
I want boss with right understanding. I want a boss with right understanding.
Boss with
You want a boss with right understanding.
Boss? Kidding, kidding.
Yeah. Yes.
I want to be
A
the boss.
sound relationship with all around me.
Yeah. So,
I want to be the boss. Him to be my son.
start community program.
Doesn't matter how many times you want to be done. No, start community program.
Matraki wants a beautiful girl. He's
Where have you been watching? Where have you been watching?
Yeah, just like we cannot, just like we cannot find out our desires by talking to the other person, we cannot make assumptions about somebody else's desires. So let us try to share our own desires. Yes.
Right now my desire is to sleep.
Participation. And you were saying something. Educate children. Yeah. Yes.
Beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be very specific, that will be useful, but I'll write it down. That can be very vague, to fulfill responsibilities of, I'm a nuclear scientist, so I'll make nuclear bomb, that is my responsibility. So we can be little specific.
Responsibilities as a member of the family.
As a member of the family. So happiness in family, to fulfill my responsibilities.
He was the
So we can understand our responsibility in family and fulfill it. That's what you're saying.
What were you PhD?
PhD matches mother.
Yeah. Yeah, one more. Money. I was waiting for that one.
Building, sir, building.
How much?
Historic.
How much?
Building is there, sir. House. Building capacity of people.
Yeah. What is your satisfaction?
Residential apartment, yeah.
300 crores.
300 crores.
Not much. At least maybe 300 crores.
Yeah. Car. What is it? Luxurious car. Highest? Highest marks?
For the students. Students point out.
So you tell your own desires. You want good marks. You want good highest marks or good marks?
Good marks as in like good, most of the students out here they like
No, you want to
internal
say.
marks, so like you want good internal marks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take your last one and then we'll do the analysis. Yeah. Wisdom. Yeah, so of course. Yeah, I'll write.
Unlimited what's until that's what I have. Wisdom unlimited. Change of education.
Yeah. Yeah. There'll be a long list, okay? So, yeah. So we'll stop here for now. But for this exercise to be conclusive for you, you have to do this exercise authentically for yourself. You have this belief that desires are endless. So when you start doing this exercise for yourself, take a very fat book. Start with that. Okay, so we'll just try to do this first part to categorize it into need of body and need of self. So the one who has this desire only will be able to say whether it is need of body or need of self. They will be able to say it most authentically. But others can also sort of make some kind of guess about it. So it would be most, I would say, authentic. Whoever's desire it is, they are able to say it. Just like we cannot find out the desire of somebody else authentically. Like for example, there is this one, it says good marks. For me, good marks might be 75% is good. For somebody else, 95 might be good, etc. So only the person who put this across, you would know what good marks means. For somebody, good marks might be better than my everybody else, they might be good marks. Even if I get 35%, nobody else got 35%, only I got their good marks. So these notions, what is luxury car mean? What does luxury mean? You know what car means, but what does luxury mean? Where do you stop? That will depend on your own notion of what it means, that adjective that you are using, or that notion that you are using. Similarly, for anything over here, what does that mean? You would be able to authentically state for yourself. So let us see. First one, work for charity. Is it need of body or is it need of self? Yeah. For you, it is need of body or need of self? So it is need of self. Happiness in family and to fulfill my responsibilities for my family. House. Need of body. But whoever said house, for me, need of house might be to tell all my relatives, see, I have a house which is bigger than your house. I have a house in Punsaling and I also have a house in Paro, and I am making another house in Simpu. So what is this? Is it need of body or need of self? So, yeah, it is both. You can live in one of the houses. So, it depends on whether you are looking for protection of the body, then it is for body. On the other hand, if it is for things like respect, then it is need of self. This applies to any physical facility. So I am just putting both, and for the kind I will just take this out for right now. So to live with human consciousness. Self or body? To change job.
Change as
Who
in
said
to get
change
a
job?
higher
Yeah.
then
You want to keep changing job or you want to change your existing job? If you are clear about what you want to do as a career for a long term, otherwise it will be just change this job, go to next job, then next job to next job. Is it change that you are looking for or meaning that you are looking for? So if we say two things can be there, that I want change or I want meaning. I want to do meaningful stuff. Yeah, related to meaning. What is it need of? Need of self. Yeah. Boss with right understanding. Self. Sound relationship with all around me. Self. Start community program. Self. Be healthy in body. Body. And I take responsibility for that. So it is, I want health in the body. If I have also written health in myself, I want myself to be, healthy. I don't want myself like this. Then it is need of I. If I want this part, this part, can be very precise and clear. What is it I am looking for? So if it is this part that I am looking for, then it is for body. To sleep. It is possible that I want to give rest to my body. Say, rest to body. Then it is for body. On the other hand, if I am stuck in doing meaningless things, yeah, then I take to something, to get away from that, to run away from meaningless stuff, to avoid doing meaningless things. So I might switch on the TV, I might start eating something, might start some music, I might go to sleep, etc. So if it is for sort of avoiding unhappiness, then it is need of I. I'll just leave it for your exploration as to what is it in your case that after we are getting tired because we are unhappy, or we are getting tired because a lot of people, they go back from their classes, now we are very tired, and they'll go back to the hostel, change and go and play tennis, football. What is that? This or this? So they are not physically tired, but they are exhausted because what they are doing in that time is not meaningful. They cannot see the meaningfulness in that. So they want to get away from that. Chair to sit on. Is it body or is it? Yeah. So we had in one of the workshops, the Chief Justice of India, ex-Chief Justice of India, Venkat Chalayya ji had come for one workshop. So he said, when he came, where is my chair? So he got sofa for him. So first day he sat on sofa, second day he sat on chair, third day he sat on the floor. And then so on. So yes, you are right. It could be, if it is for respect and things like that, that I have connected that I am such a well-recognized person, I need to be sitting above everybody else or whatever. That is need of I. On the other hand, if I have spoiled my body so much that I cannot sit on the floor, then obviously I will need a chair. Then this is, if I am in poor health, then it is need of body. Yeah, so, yeah, you are right. I don't want to ask that question. Okay. I'll just leave it for your reflection. Participation. Participation in what?
I don't know.
One participation we want to have so that we are part of things. We are not left out. We are recognized. We are in. So that's why we wear these skinny heels or the same kind of clothes, etc. That is one kind of being in, being part of the whole community, whole crowd. Another participation is that I want to do meaningful things in my life. I want to participate in that. That is another kind of participation. So what is it that you mean? Participation or being in the in crowd, or participation in meaning, meaningful activity. Actually both of them are to do with self, but one is the assumption that if everybody else is smoking, I should also smoke, so I'll be in. I want to participate in that activity. Which one is it? for you. Who asked that participation?
Sir.
Yeah. What is it?
Meaningful one. Meaningful.
Meaningful one. I. To educate children. Well, beautiful spouse.
I know.
What is your idea of beauty?
We can get away with saying both and not, really sort of see what it is for. So if it is beautiful means something like this, I'll get happiness like this. That is one kind of. Okay. On the other hand, beautiful might also mean that I understand what is the meaning of family. We'll be discussing that. What is the meaning of family? And I want to fulfill that responsibility as a human being. So it's my aim, has to do with pleasure,
I think it's soft.
or it has to do with, I'm writing this word again and again, meaningful. For example, I want to ensure harmony in my family. I want to ensure harmony in my neighborhood. And therefore, I want a wife or spouse who will support me in doing this activity. That is one kind of possibility. Another possibility is that I want a spouse with whom I can enjoy this pleasure. Yeah. That's why I am putting this notion.
Beautiful of the mind, beauty of the body. Beauty of the
What is it that I am looking for? It's very easy to say both. But do I have the clarity? What is it that I am looking for? That's why I said.
beauty of the mind.
To live in ancestral place.
Yeah. To live in my ancestral village. Because I want to go to my ancestral village and ensure harmony over there and participate in that activity. That is why I want to go back to my. If that clarity is there, then I'll work for it. So that one, PhD.
So.
You can want your PhD to know. Okay. Other is for respect.
To know the body.
Both are for I, but which one is, where are you coming from?
No, I will take the first one. Not for respect, I don't, after attending this one, I don't. No need. When I ask for sometimes,
So we can see for ourselves, what it is for ourselves. Money, at least 300 crores.
Depends.
What is the need of? No, I am saying with this, at least 300 crores.
Depends on what it's going to be spent on. If you're going to buy a house or say clothes, then it's for body, no?
I know, I'm just putting it here because by any standard, this is a lot of money. Yeah? 30 million. I'm sorry, 3,000 million. 3 billion. And currency I have not put because local currency. Whatever. So, yeah. See, we have